Hello and welcome to the first talk segment of Frame Drop. I'm under the moons. I'm joined with
Cardinal Smith.
Well, that's all fantastic. So we here are here we're here for the first time, all three of us together. We're one man down, but he's here in spirits. We actually have a potato. Here we go. Introduce yourself. Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about, I guess, things from the past, things that kind of when we grew up, we were just like, what the hell was that about? Why was that a fad? What was that? So our first question, because this is the helpful thing. So we're all different age groups and all from different locations. One of us is from a war-torn area. Another of us is from a lovely, beautiful part in England, and the other one is from Northern Ireland. So we've all got different. We've all got different areas we can talk about, in different countries. So I think it's good. We've got a nice broad range. So
it's funny because Dux is from Kabul.
How did you know?
First years in Kabul. The Duck story.
Was that
Bestseller.
a Kabul accent?
I don't know what Kabul is.
Right,
The best years of Kabul. Show future Adam. Put up a picture of Kabul.
No. Okay, so let's talk about a fad which you watched your friends get into, and you're like, "What the hell was that about?"
Pogs.
From school? Pogs. Okay, sure. Cardinal.
I
seem to say
collected Pogs. I had a
Right,
fruit
okay.
pastels tube filled with Pogs. They were just the right size.
Like one of the Christmas fruit pastels. I guess.
Filled that
Okay,
right
fair
up.
enough. Pogs. So
What's
Yeah.
the point?
man on the inside.
Pogs.
Pog
Well,
man.
I mean, you. I can't remember. Was it like tiddlywinks? You have to like flip them.
It was just like a piece of plastic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember. I was a bit too young.
Or they
for
passed
this.
it.
Yeah, and they like different pictures on them and like stuff and like
Were
monsters
there any
and superheroes.
holographic ones?
Very rarely.
Okay.
Yeah, and then some of them are like pure colors.
Ooh, baby, it's a hollow.
But that's like a sticker book, but we'll get onto that.
Oh yeah, I don't understand sticker books either.
Okay.
But
Well, you don't flip them.
Yeah.
But it's
I think it's a sport
I think
thing.
you had a competition with Pogs. It's
Okay.
like marbles. Whoever won that
okay.
Pog.
Well, this is the funny thing. With all these fads, there's always like a game, but that's kind of always sidelines. I never remember. For
You could
instance,
collect them all. Yeah.
Pokemon, for instance. I have no idea how to play that game.
Freaking love Pokemon.
I didn't like collecting the cards. I enjoyed collecting the fakes, but I'm not sure if they were fakes. The ones with the stickers.
Yeah, those are just stickers.
Yeah, I really like those ones.
Yeah.
They're like cool, sparkly.
That's the holographic
Yeah, there we
stickers.
go. I like those ones. That was the only thing in Pokemon I collected.
So I
because no one liked them.
I play Pokemon in a league.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I actually had a book that I go to and I play in competition to get stamps on my book, so I could get gym badges.
I kind of feel like putting sad music over this.
It was so much fun and it was great. I also did that with Yu-Gi-Oh as well,
Oh god.
but more
Whoa.
so Pokemon.
Hey, more like you gayo.
Oh.
See what I did there? That's what I did in secondary school. All the kids would beat me up.
Yu-Gi-Oh is really dark.
I never got into it.
It's super dark.
only seen the
Basically,
cartoon.
yeah. But the thing, right, is the
That's what put
Yu-Gi-Oh,
me
the
off.
cartoon, was done by Funimation, and they've edited. Funimation is notorious for editing everything out to make it more child friendly.
Yeah.
So basically, Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of just a dick murderer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he basically says, "Oh, I'm going to send you to the Shadow Realm," but that actually means because that's what they kind of are like. Oh, we have to make it kid friendly, so we're just going to say the Shadow Realm and not, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up and kill you,"
Yeah.
which is what it's like in the manga.
First
So-
F word of the chat. Thanks.
You're welcome.
She
So-
said fuck.
Ah, there's a second one.
Second F word. Cool.
So that's the thing. I really love Yu-Gi-Oh.
Fuck!
Oh,
Sorry.
third one.
No, you can tell who
Peer-
we all are.
Peer pressure.
Might
But I really enjoyed it.
Well, so
it's
you-
actually a really good game. It's like Magic, the Gathering.
Right,
Yeah,
That was, okay, they had
I
interesting
played that
pictures.
as well. See,
They
that's
were
the
fun,
thing.
like, they actually had like full illustrated things on those cards. My friend, he had a whole upstairs room in his house dedicated. It felt like the box is full of Magic
Yeah.
cards. Have you got them all? I'm not sure.
No. Yeah.
Everyone's like, ooh, Pokemon. Like, oh, how many, different Pokemon they have? It's like, pfft, Magic the Gathering. You got nothing.
Yeah,
See
you
the
got
Gathering.
nothing. Yeah.
That shit is ridiculous. So with with Yu-Gi-Oh, I always felt like I haven't watched the cartoon, but for instance, Pokemon, it takes place boom in that world. That is that world. Digimon, they get
Love
put into the
Digimon.
computer, so they're going into another world.
Digimon.
And Yu-Gi-Oh,
Monsters, Digimon, are the
Champions.
Yu-Gi-Oh, I always thought it was just like based in our world, but then they had like just the cards and they were holograms, and that's how it fought. But it was actually kind of something else going on.
Well, no, that's kind of like if you were a normal person in that world, you'd see it as that. But actually, it was all about the Egyptian lore, and then actually these Egyptian people
hence the eye.
made shadow games,
okay.
and it was like penalties, and so they had got Egyptian god cards and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that. So then it was all about harnessing the power of these. Becoming basically the ruler of the world.
Fair enough.
And there are evil people trying to get it.
Sounds
Yeah.
cool. Okay, that was Yu-Gi-Oh.
That was him
So-
not wanting to hear any more about Yu-Gi-Oh.
You like Yu-Gi-Oh, huh?
I fucking love
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
spent too much time.
I've
talking
seen
about
all of
Yu-Gi-Oh.
it, and I've read all of it, and it's great. And plus, I like Pokemon, but the problem is, right, is that I really liked collecting the cards, but after the last game I played was Silver and Gold.
That was a while ago.
Well, yeah, because I started with Red and Blue, so that was my Red and Blue, Silver and Gold, and then I don't know, I had to go to university or I had to get a job or something, and I just had to stop playing.
Fair enough.
And now there's just so many that I am just
There's
like,
so many
oh,
offshoot games. That seems to be the new
there's
thing.
so many, and it's
But
horrible.
Nintendo, though.
Yeah.
They
at least
offshoot
we-
everything. It's
Well, they seem to be know what they're doing, at least with Pokemon. But then again, that's
Yeah.
just
Well, I
Game
think
Freak.
I think with
Kinda knows what
Pokemon
they're
Go, it's really.
when does
it's,
Pokemon card come out?
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't done Pokemon Card.
Pokemon Smash Bros.
Pokemon card.
Well, they already have Pokemon Smash
Oh.
Bros. It's called Pokken.
Pokken
okay.
Tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, Pokken.
Pokken,
Or
Pokken
how
tournament.
Pocket.
Or
Who,
Pokken.
who was telling me to pronounce it differently?
I don't know.
It was like it was actually pronounced like Pokken. Actually,
Oh.
Pokemon is pronounced Pokemon. Shut up. We've been ever since it's been brought out, it's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Pokemon.
Like,
Or it's Pokemon.
gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. No.
No.
It's gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Yeah. And it
Idiot.
actually Japanese would be Pokemon.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 never played Pokemon.
I've not played. Well, I played Pokemon Snap.
Actually, that's
Stadium.
a really good game, Pokemon Snap. It's a really fun game. I remember when that
there's
came
a new
out.
version of that coming out.
I
No Man's
know.
Sky.
I know. That's
Can
what
be great.
it's basically that.
Yeah.
It's basically.
It's basically.
It's basically.
Carmen's
But what I
back in
like-
the chat. Yeah.
What I like about Pokemon Go that's coming out is that they've just done the first generation.
Get the
For
old kids
now.
in. Yeah, because that's a good way of getting the oldies in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
people who were
if
brought
it
up
was
on
like all of them, which is like 756, I don't know, put the real number up. It's close to that.
She's pretty much spot on. She's like, oh, just put it out. She knows exactly. What
It's
number.
either
Yeah, yeah,
it's either
just-
Oh, check me.
756
I
or
might be wrong. I'm not
I haven't looked
59.
this up today, but
Yeah, put that notepad away.
But that's what I really I think they kind of know what they're doing, but also
Yeah.
they're making it accessible. And then I think from once, like maybe in a year or two, they'll like maybe with every year they'll add on more.
Yeah.
Which I would quite like because I want to know about the new Pokemon,
Sure.
but I don't
It's a good way
want to
of
play the
doing
games.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair
Because I
enough.
don't have time.
So
don't have
Pokemon,
time.
that's a big part for
Oh,
at least two of ours. So Cardinal.
so that fun memory of Pokemon Go you have back in the day.
Shut up. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Real thing. So yeah, Cardinal. So other than collecting Pogs, was there any things that you were on the sideline on just didn't understand, which wasn't Pokemon or was it Japanese related?
Well, you know what do you call them? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right?
Mighty
Loved
Morphin Power
them.
Rangers.
Rather than being a physical holding hand game where cars to play, there was
Yeah.
kids in the schoolyard who would play Power Rangers
Yeah.
and they'd like pretend fight,
Brilliant.
and like they were like
Were you jealous?
the most bullied ones in school. And there was only like 3 or 4 of them, but they were such a tight niche club. Like,
Yeah.
That's because they were the Power Rangers.
yeah. Well, exactly. I
Well,
suppose.
do you
If
want
you're
to
gonna be a
problem with that?
superhero.
What?
So all the actors in that Australian, all the dialogue of them filmed in Australia.
Yep.
Yeah, first season of that show, just taking clips from a Japanese show.
Yep.
Again, Japan
Boom.
coming into our nation, taking our fan clubs. Shake fist at microphone.
It's better to be a xenophobe than a racist.
That's right.
That is what I've learned this weekend, guys. People take
That's the
something
moral
away.
of the story.
It's more legal, people.
If I say I'm a xenophobe, people go, cool. That's a nice life decision because I have no idea what it means. Well, 8 out of 5 people won't know what it means.
8 out of 5.
You kept
8
racist.
out of 5.
Anyway, so yeah, so we got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They're still going again.
Yeah.
Again, I know, but
Something about
They've got to make it a
colours
little
and
bit more
fighting.
PC though.
Well, they're doing a film about it.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to suggest that, a yellow one is
The
That's
Asian
true.
one and
Yeah.
the black one was the black
That was
one.
the red
and
one's the communist?
Fighting
d-
for the people.
I did have a pink Power Rangers stuffed toy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. That kind
I
of
also
scheme.
did have Dragon Ball Z cake toppers for
Cool.
my 8th birthday.
Brilliant.
Dragon Ball Z
that
is something I never.
that I still have.
To be honest, some of my childhood, primary school, one of the big memories was football sticker albums.
Oh okay.
Mm.
Oh,
Well, you're into your football.
Yeah.
Check out his football channel.
No.
Manager channel.
No. playlist and everything.
Frame
Yeah.
drop, frame drop.
He's about 12 quid off it.
There'll be a link in the description to Cardinals football manager.
Oh, he's gone nervous now.
So, anyway, what about those football albums?
Oh,
huh?
well, I want to say I remember
Poster
growing
album.
up and always seeing the adverts. It was.
Yeah.
Did you collect those chocolate eggs and you had the football players with the big heads?
I
Powerballs? What
I
were they
had
like?
some of those, yeah.
Football crazy chocolate man, grab a power ball and play footy with the lads.
Don't remember that.
So,
And that's
memories.
why we're here.
I don't know why they stuck in my head.
Different
That
ages.
sounds really suggestive.
I never bought one.
Playing footy with the lads.
Big head.
Footy with the lads.
Anyway, you had a photo book, right?
Yeah.
It was filled every team in the Premier League. You
Yeah.
filled out each one, you collected and you swapped. And you had this massive stash of stickers that hadn't been stuck yet. And you trade them with your
Yeah.
pals. And you knew, even though you had 500 spare stickers, you knew exactly who you had, how many you had of them. You were an internal database because every day you were trading. You had 3 Gary Pallisters. Fuck Gary Pallister. You just need that sticky, shiny one of the Premier League trophy
Yeah.
from the first page. Can't get it. It's the shiny.
Oh, it's just again the shinies.
The shinies.
coming out.
They're the specials.
So I guess
It's like
it
a
was
trophy
kind
with a
of
silver or gold trophy.
fair enough. It was kind of like the
Did you ever
English
get it?
version.
Yeah.
Oh.
1995. Yes.
Which is
Nice
kind of the English version, like almost baseball cards, because they're kind of like
Yeah.
they're still like around, but they're
Yeah.
more just trying to make money off them these days. I think,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Baseball cards were a lot bigger
Yeah,
when people didn't have TV.
I can understand that.
Mm.
Stamp
But I
collections,
understand.
is another one.
Yeah,
Stamp collections.
I understand putting things in a thing.
But then it was less niche. It was sort of like all the boys were doing it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, but it's still a game. I mean, it's still a trading game. Trying to complete it. And it's like getting all the trophies, getting all the cards.
It's like grooming you to be really good at Betfred.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Betfred.
Yeah, just
None of the others.
None of
Not
the
Coral.
others.
No William
No,
Hill.
just Betfred because that's the
Other
insidious thing that
gambling
they would
institutions
do.
are available.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I can understand that wanting to get it. Like I lost my shit when I got a holographic Charizard card.
Wow.
I swindled a kindergartner out of it. I
Oh,
mean, to be
wow.
honest, I was in kindergarten as well, but I'll always remember that.
Were you?
Yeah.
1998 was when the
I was,
Pokemon
I
cards
was probably the
got
last
over to us.
in my
I
last
don't
year of
think you were in
kindergarten.
kindergarten.
Yeah, it was.
I was.
I remember it. I was on the
in
steps.
kindergarten.
This was in
What do you mean
1998.
you were in kindergarten?
Playgroup.
See
Play
when
school.
it came
Sure.
out, because I remember swindling this child and then feeling slightly bad about it, but then a
Oh,
part
no,
of
it
me
would
was
have been
like,
1996.
You did
they
what
just had
to
the
a child?
20th anniversary.
yeah, huh?
What? You swindled a child?
Well, I was a child as well. I think it was my last year in not kindergarten, elementary school.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
fine. I'm not going to look it up now. Kindergarten.
Sorry.
That's like,
That's
know,
like-
the
Tiny
tribal
type.
kids in recess. That's
Yeah,
kindergarten.
sorry. But I remember I had these cards, and like, to be honest, like they wanted the one that I had, and I was like, oh my god, it's all Charizard. Charizard's my favorite. I really want this one. And then I was like, well, I mean, nobody really likes that one, but I'll trade you these for it. And they're like, oh, okay, thanks. And I took that shit and ran.
Well-
and I remember that.
That's a good deal.
Well, I've always felt a little pretty guilty about it, but then I was like, fuck that kid. I got a holographic Charizard.
Well, I had a similar thing, but I kind of didn't want to do it. I was pressured into swapping my card.
Oh.
So up from our road, we used to have a comic book shop. It was called like something to do with like World of Warcraft. Get Warhammer. That's what it was,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
something
yeah.
like, whatever.
It's like a
40K.
workshop.
Yeah, yeah. So
thing,
they sell
yeah.
Warhammer figurines. If that was still there today, I would love that shop.
Yeah.
I was a bit too young for it then. Yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't appreciate it. So they sell Pokemon cards, but Japanese imports of the new ones.
Cool.
So it was like looking at not only new Pokemon, but all in Japanese. It's like, holy hell.
Yeah.
Wow. And do you know what one I picked? I picked Sudowoodo, the tree, the fighting tree, because it reminded me of the one of Tekken.
I like Sudowoodo though.
So he's a terrible. He's terrible anyway.
Yeah, he's terrible, but he's got a great character design.
I think that's why I got
Yeah.
him. So I got that one. It was like £3 for just
Here,
the one
pull
card.
up a picture of Sudowoodo.
So Cardinal can see it.
Yeah, he's good fun. You'd like to hang out with him at a party.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one where he's showing.
I don't know.
his butt.
He looks a bit.
Hey.
He looks like he
Flex those butts.
exposes himself a bit much.
It's good, isn't it? It's really cute. I really like Sudowoodo.
So I got that card, took it into school. Everyone was like, "Holy shit!" Like, "Oh my goodness, can't believe that." And they're like, "Oh, can I trade?" So at the time I didn't like it, but I got a shiny. Is it Machamp, the biggest one?
Yeah, no, Machop.
Machamp. So I got
Chop.
a shiny. I swapped that, and I was like, "Oh, it is kind of good." So I had that.
Yeah.
And since then, people are saying, "Yeah, you got a great deal."
Yeah, fair
Sudowoodo
enough,
for a
yeah.
shiny.
A
He was one
shiny
of the- He was
Machop,
one of the
yeah.
big ones in the first one. So that was
Yeah.
my story. But yeah, that was.
So you
Sudowoodo.
got anti-swindled.
Anti-swindler, basically, yeah.
Somebody took
at the
pity
time-
on you.
Well, he just wanted the card really badly because it was cool and from Japan.
Yeah, fair enough. And it's Sudowoodo. I mean, who wouldn't?
What the-
Oh my god!
guess
You
it
need
is
to put the GIF up.
Okay.
Okay.
Comment. Rock
Oh,
licking
Brock.
a Sudowoodo.
I mean, you'll just see what's
I
going
mean,
on there.
he is sexually repressed.
That is straight from the
Yep.
anime. That's not being edited at all.
Yeah, there's
That
probably
is
Yeah.
actually.
things you watch back now. You know.
Oh no, that's another thing about Funimation. The stuff that you watched in Pokemon
Yeah,
that
they took a few
Funimation
things
did,
out.
they took many things out. Like James from Team Rocket competing in a
Yeah.
bikini contest
So this
with
was-
fake boobs.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually in the scene. He basically inflates. It was like. It's great.
But that's like Final Fantasy VII. You have to drag up, and like
Oh, yeah.
like Cloud has to get super pretty in order to get picked by the pimp
Uh huh.
to have a night with the pimp
Yep.
to save Tifa, and then there's talk they might take that out for the remake.
What?
Oh, no.
That's like one of the best parts where you have to get the wig and stuff.
Yeah,
and you have
you
to
get
put on
the
the
right-
lipstick
Like
and
is
the
it
dress.
cotton or silk
and-
dress or
Yeah.
does you want a shimmer?
That's bullshit.
Well, this is kind of like sort of what makes a game memorable. It is weird stuff. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, let's take that out.
Like about that
make it
Final
episodic.
Fantasy, what's his face with the new one, the Final Fantasy with the guy
The
that
guy.
was half
The
naked.
naked side, yeah.
Yeah, the naked
Oh, that guy.
sides. They should have kept it in there
Yeah.
because way more people would like stand by your character creation. Don't
Mm-hmm.
be a pussy.
Yep.
You've got all these women in skimpy outfits, and half of your demographic is women anyways.
Oh, over there as well, yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at all the sexy guys. Look at Squall. Look
Yeah.
at
Squall's a life model
Sephiroth.
for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to say
I
it.
think that's why I
obviously,
grew
but
my
it's
hair
like-
at the time.
All I could see was like, wow, Squall.
Vincent. I mean,
Definitely.
like everyone. There's all these.
That's why I got a scar on my face. Had a fight with a guy in a trench coat.
And that bot from.
I couldn't obviously get the girlfriend, but I did get a little model of her anyway, so I kept
Fair
her in my
enough.
bedroom.
What?
What?
So,
It's alright, my brother kept her too, so we swapped.
That's
Had
even
personal time
more
with the
awkward.
statue.
It was just a
That's
wall.
like swapping dirty mags, but even worse.
That's
them not being clean.
Yeah.
that's oh god.
Anyway,
So
like, okay, so the one thing I want to talk
no,
about.
it wasn't.
So the weird thing for myself growing up
Yeah.
was.
Sudowoodo. I like that we still have that on the
So,
screen.
I'll get the aliens up.
Okay,
So
get the aliens up.
I was, in primary school, and these weird rubber aliens came out. I can't remember what they're called. Like,
I've
rubber-
heard something about this though. Like we didn't have this. Yeah,
Thank
be careful
God
what
for
you
Google.
Google.
Oh,
Close enough. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
what the hell's that?
Rubber aliens. So these were the things. So we'd get them in these capsules. That was the front. That was the back.
Yeah.
And in it would be like a synthetic glue, like gloop or something. It was
Yeah.
fine. And they had these things inside. And for some reason, people thought that if you put two and two, put their heads together, where the mold had gone in for the, to put the whatever that stuff made out of, put them two together and left them in one chamber together with the goo, they would breed a baby. And it's like, even then I was like, but that's just impossible.
Stupid.
Yeah. And it was like, but look, there is. And
That'd be an
what they-
amazing toy mechanic though.
Yeah, £1.99.
Yeah.
You could breed aliens. Like, so
Yeah.
stupid. So what it was, there was actually something in the back of their heads.
Yeah.
And what that was, if you pushed it, you would get the it was like the inside leftover residue of the nozzle
Yeah.
that inserts all the gunk
into it.
Yeah, and so even then I was like, that makes no sense. That's probably what it is. And everyone's like, oh no, it's real. Oh, my cousin's friend did it.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, a long enough chain of people that you couldn't actually see it for yourself.
It's kind of like a 10-year-old went, oh yeah, man, I've done it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
my dad works
6-year-old.
at Nintendo. It was just such BS. It was kind of like, I never really got into fads. That was the thing. Pokemon, I was just like, on the sideline enjoying.
You was a
looking at the
hipster
cards.
before it was cool to be a hipster.
Yeah, you
Sure, why not?
That shit's too. Well, that stuff's too.
Try again. Take 2.
That stuff's too popular for me. I'm
There we go.
staying away from that.
Aliens was stupid. I think the only thing I don't know if I even collected anything.
Really?
Nothing.
Think of it. No.
You know, like no models and everything, no like collectibles, Kinder
Oh,
Eggs, toys.
hey, Bionicles.
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 I have
I
no idea
love
what
those
those
things
are.
so much.
What?
I'll get a picture of it.
You never saw the Bionicle movie?
What?
Oh,
No.
great.
What's that?
It's brilliant.
Here we go. So Lego Bionicle, it was around 2000.
Oh, Lego Bionicle.
Yeah.
No, old school Lego for me. I tried to build Tails from the class, just the bricks.
Well, no, these are quite cool.
Yeah.
They're like different
the
types.
Lego Technic kind of things. You must have seen them advertised around.
Yeah.
every so
Yeah.
often.
They're really
There
interesting.
was a big boom. And
It's
so-
also, if you stepped on a part, it wouldn't hurt as much.
That's very true. But they had this big lore about it. They made this big sort of backstory. And
It's
everything.
basically
Very
like
capable.
Hello. It's like Halo with Lego.
Hello.
Halo.
That's probably like the worst description I've heard for Bionicle. But it's its own little thing, and I think the fact that it had its backstory was sort of I think the fact that it had its own backstory was quite cool. Like, it's something you didn't usually get
Yeah.
with a toy. And then so I think it was 2003 they then brought out the first film. And it was like,
Did they have
wow.
an animated series as well?
They just released it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like 3 episodes. It's basic.
It's
But yeah, they made
Basic
3. They
bitch.
made a trilogy out of this somehow. It was great. I was the right
That's
demo.
interesting.
Well, I was just about the right demographic. I was
You're
probably
like
12,
holding
13.
on
I was
to
like,
it.
"Fuck, shouldn't really. But there was another kid in my class who loved it. So,
Oh, so that's fine
you know.
What do you mean? Should you really? Absolutely, it's Lego.
But well,
You do Lego now. Have you even seen the Lego movie?
you
You
it's
can
a
be
very
Will Ferrell.
different movie.
Do you
You can
even
president-
Lego?
You
It
can
is- well,
president business
a
instead
lot
of
of the
Lego.
humor in this sort of Lego movies are like adults going, "Hey, that's funny for kids." So, in terms of do the films hold up for myself?
Yes.
Second one is it's just borderline great. It's got enough. The first one and the third one, meh, but it's not for my age group. I'm 20, almost 20. By this goes out, it's 24.
I have one problem with this Bionicle,
Sure.
and it's Lego, but it's not the creativity. It's not the open world spanning your imagination Lego.
But
I'm used
also,
to.
it's not marketing to be that.
It's a Lego
What?
creation
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Lego creation. So basically, it's action figures that it's Lego.
Probably one of the last Legos actually made themselves.
Yeah, it's more like you can build these things, and also like they have interchangeable parts. They're like what's that thing that you
Lego.
connect? They connect, and
Lego.
you can build. No.
Pretty
They're like
connect.
Lego.
no
Legio.
Play well.
play what?
That's what Lego means,
Play-Doh.
play well.
No. You make like roller coasters out of it.
Connect.
Yeah, connect.
Yeah, you keep saying those things that connect with each other, like connect. Those things that connect, connect.
Well, I never had
Oh,
them,
cool.
so I don't know what they're called.
Do you ever have a Meccano?
No.
It was,
I was
super complicated. It actually
Yeah.
had wrenches.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
the
nuts,
that's
bolts, washers.
the metal ones that
Yeah.
look super dangerous. It's just a different type of connecting.
yeah.
Color me educated, but where I come from is there's a difference maybe in our age groups.
Yeah, of course.
So
That's why I
what
wanted to
I'm
talk.
going back to, I was trying to make Tails early 90s out
Tables.
of bricks. Tails from Sonic.
Tails.
Oh, tails.
Yeah, with
Right,
the
okay,
two tails, like out of orange and white
Teals.
bricks, life size, going to be about this height.
Ow.
Only got one leg done.
I was gonna say, is
Didn't
there
have the
enough of
coloured
those?
bricks.
Yeah.
You try buying orange bricks.
No, especially back then as well.
But and it's kind of like, well, maybe that's why I love open world craft.
Okay.
Have you seen the
Yeah,
Lego
so much.
documentary?
No.
Oh, it's super good.
Oh, I've seen the game documentary. It's super not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Game
It's
documentary.
on Netflix.
Oh, you just mean like video game?
Yeah, the movie, video game movie.
Oh yeah,
Wait, not-
that's
not the
yeah.
indie
Zach
one.
Braff or something, isn't it? Yeah, I think Zach Braff.
Oh, it
or
was.
something
It
like
was. Yeah. I watched
Yeah.
it. There's also the indie game, which is very interesting, and that follows like the development of Fez, because that
Oh.
guy is perfect for.
Yeah, but
documentary
a lot of
fodder.
people do not like
Yeah,
him.
That's why he's good fodder.
Documentary's not supposed to be so like one-sided.
But Lego's
Yeah,
really
that's the
good
thing,
because
it's
it
not at all.
follows.
Yeah.
The Lego documentary is really fantastic because it follows one guy It's basically like they have this open auditions to work at Lego.
Okay.
Every like year or something like that. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but you haven't seen it, so you can't. But it's really interesting and it's really sweet and it's funny. They're all sitting around like in a group doing like okay, well, we're gonna create this guy and he's gonna be he's gonna wear a hot dog and it'll be cool. And then the director's like, hold up,
Get out.
Have you already had this conversation before? And like everyone was kind of like, yeah. And he's like, is this product already been made? And they're like, yeah, but we can't actually show you what we're working on now. And then they're like, so yeah, here's the finished product of this one. But it's because they're working on stuff that's going to be released like 4 or 5 years from the time. And they've got like shutters on their a whole building that come over the windows and things like that, and like it's super secret. But they're like, oh,
surprisingly
we'll
hard
just...
to get into.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I recommend it to everyone. The link will be in description.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, Minecraft players, you can't pick through those bricks.
So the other Lego thing I want to talk about, which I feel like was one of their last and greatest sets, was this thing called Lego Rock Raiders.
Rock Raiders.
Now, this was basically the premise of this. They made a video game. That was one of the first video games I had. The premise was a bunch of miners, space miners, basically sudden wormhole. They get sucked through it.
Yeah.
And it's like, crap, what do we do? Well, let's land on this planet.
It's mine.
Let's mine this shit.
Let's do what we do.
And so it's a strategic game. It's top down, where you have to kind of like make bases and whatnot. So every time you go on down to it's always in caves.
Yeah.
And you have to basically start up, make a camp, make a oxygen pump, so the little Lego man
it's
can
like
come
Dune
down.
2000.
It's like Call of Duty Lego, or no, not Call of Duty.
By the way, I really want to play Dune
Command
2000.
But so you could then make vehicles to help with that drilling and everything.
I remember something like this.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Let me try and find
This is friendly Command and Conquer.
And the thing is, you'd have to watch out for these guys, rock monsters.
And unfriendly Command and Conquer.
These bastards, slimy slugs, who would come and steal the crystals you're trying to get, so you can get back home.
What assholes!
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant game. My friend's little brother, he's 12 or something. He loved this game.
Really?
And in a day and age where this game's come off the shelves every week.
Yeah.
It's one of his favourite games. Was this. So yeah, I honestly.
Those sort of games are quite solid. I like I've got a special place in my heart for those sort of games.
Yeah.
Mainly because I just like to sit and like, I'm gonna have my little factory here. I'll spend like, I'll play it for like an hour, and then like 8 hours later, I'll look up and I'm like, oh shit.
Well, this is the funny thing. Like, I hate hate's a strong word. I dislike those kind of games where it's like you have to
carry that bitterness with you.
But for some reason, Rock Raiders is something else about it I just really enjoyed. Maybe it's because you could actually control each
and also you like
person.
Lego. Oh yeah.
You could go down and control each one. You could go around and drill stuff. So you could go into a second person or first person view, and it's like if that had it in like
amazing.
a SimCity game.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, graphical wise, you have to be a bit extreme.
Yeah.
But it's coming to that point.
It's like SimCity meets Sims.
Well, that's what The Sims was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They didn't. Fun fact: they didn't think The Sims would be that popular. They just thought it'd be fun. What if you could, look at the guys in the little houses and it exploded.
Yeah.
Everyone loved that.
Then you could
Rosebud.
import your Sims family into your Sim City.
That's true. Yeah, I remember that. It was a really cool feature.
Hope they didn't move out.